Okay, we're recording. So good morning. My name is Kim Ware. Yay! And I'm your instructor for COM 115 Interpersonal Communication. If you've read my About Me page or my welcome message at all, you know that I've been teaching for well over a decade. I started teaching at ASU when I was doing my graduate work, and from there moved to a community college in the Phoenix area and maintained that employment as well as teach here at Bryan. And it's so great because I get to teach so many different topics and I get to use some different systems, which keep me learning as well, which I am a lifelong learner. I would probably still be in school if it wasn't for doing this thing called adulthood and getting married and having children. So I'm just so pleased to be able to see you this morning and work with you. It would be great if we could get started by just maybe doing some introductions. Just let me know your name and what you're doing here at Bryan. That would be awesome. So let me see here. Does anyone want to just start out and say hi first, or do you want me to make the choice?
I'll go first. So I can go back on mute and finish working.
Okay.
My name is Tamika Warren, and I started here at Bryan last April to become a certified medical coder, as well as receive my degree in health information management.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. So are you working in that field now?
I work for an ophthalmologist right now.
Okay, good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And next?
I can go.
Okay, I heard Alicia first.
Sorry. My name's Alicia Fitz. I am in the Health Information Management program as well. And currently I am working as a telemarketer for non-profit organizations.
Okay, so you're still doing quite a bit of customer service, huh?
Yes, unfortunately. I've been looking for it.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
What is there a product you're telemarketing?
Not a product. I do organizations like St. Jude, Habitat for Humanity, just a nonprofit organizations.
Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing. I worked for a little bit in college doing telemarketing for the university. So
okay.
I feel you.
Cool.
I know what you're doing. Thanks for sharing.
Not a problem.
Okay, so 2 down. I think 1, 2, 3 more to go that are here today.
Hey, hi, I'm Melissa. I'm in the Health Information Management program as well. I have already obtained my CCA and I got my certificate for medical billing and coding. So I'm just working on finishing up so I can have my associates.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Okay, actually my screen, I think I've got more people on here than I realized. I'm going to stop sharing for a second so I can see everybody. Okay, that's much better. Okay, next step.
Well, I can go next. My name is Kim.
Oh, what were we doing? Oh, okay.
I think,
I'm in health information as well. I started in last April with Tamika Leilani and a lot of those guys. So we're looking to hopefully graduate soon. Yay. Right now, like I said, I'm with my kids on a little bitty mini vacation because we've been working so hard. So I'm talking to you guys via the ocean front, Horry County, South Carolina.
I love that. Thank you. And then she mentioned Leilani. So let's go there.
Hello, everybody. I am Leilani. I am also in the HIM program, and I started last year. I am new to this industry, so it's a learning experience for me, and I'm excited about graduation so I can continue on pursuing the path on where I want to be. There's so many opportunities, so I'm so undecisive, but I'm pretty sure that whichever one I pick is going to be good.
Isn't it great to have choices?
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. All right, who haven't we heard from?
Hi,
I
Hi.
haven't went yet.
my name is Hadil. I'm with Lilani and Kim with the other and him program. I start last April 2020. I'm not working now because I have baby. She's just 1 year, so maybe after one another year I'll start new work in a hospital.
Okay, well, congratulations on that baby.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. All right, Marie.
Hi, everybody. I'm in the HIM program, and I believe I started in 2019. I had to stop and think. I started at the end of 2019 working towards my associates. I'm from Michigan. Kind of still undecided on where I want to go. I'm
Okay,
thinking psychology right now.
okay, that's cool. And then Marie, I think you need to angle your camera down just a little bit. I can't quite see your face.
My laptop kind of just falls back, so unless I can
Okay.
hold on to it.
Okay, well, that's okay. But I can see your eyes now, so that's good.
Hi.
Hi. All right, and I think maybe Mel and Rashawn. Steph, have we heard from you?
No, you haven't. I'm actually at work right now,
Okay,
but I've been in this program since February of 2019,
okay,
and I'm in the healthcare field, and I am ready to graduate so that I can pursue my career.
woohoo, good, awesome. And
So sorry if you hear noise, but I'll try to keep my phone muted.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. Hey, Mel.
Sorry, I was trying to mute myself. Hi, everyone. My name is Mel. I'm at work too. I joined the HIM program in 2020. This is actually my first time in this program as well. I've been in the food industry since I was 16.
Okay.
I'm excited for this journey and see where it takes me.
Awesome. Well, thank you. And where are you working right now?
Right now, I work at a place called Cakes of Paradise. It's like a Hawaiian-owned bakery. They make Hawaiian cakes and stuff.
Oh, you had me at cake.
They're delicious.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. And Rashawn, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Awesome. What are you doing?
Actually a teacher, well, a substitute teacher. I do principal information technology. I also do the training on my own. I'm just enthused to go ahead and get to the next part, go ahead and graduate, get to the next part of the class.
Okay. And say it one more time. What is your program?
I was going through the personal training program.
Okay. Okay, great. Personal training. Awesome. So we have a lot of one program and a little bit of another, and that's okay because interpersonal applies to everything. So what I want to do this morning is just give you a broad view of what the course looks like, what I expect for your assignments, and what you can expect from me, and the trajectory of sort of where we're going. So I'm going to share your screen for you guys, for all my visual learners here. I am one of those. I'm a visual writer downer, so like visual kinetic. So let me get that screen to go away so I can enlarge this. So course expectations. I am so glad you're here. If you have any questions as we're going through it, you can just say, excuse me, or hey, or whatever, or you can save your question till the end and I'll be happy to answer it for you. You should walk away this morning from this short time together feeling comfortable with this course, feeling comfortable with what's being asked of you and ready to tackle it head on, hopefully even excited about what we're doing. So when you saw this course on your module list, how many of you were like, what? Anybody?
Me.
Yeah.
Me.
I've been doing a lot
All
of
the
generals
writing that
lately.
has to be done.
Yeah, it is kind of writing heavy, but I'm going to give you some tips and tricks for how to make that much easier. So do not fear. We are going to get through this together, and I'm your biggest advocate. I'm your cheerleader, and I want to see you have some light bulb moments in this course and leave it feeling super confident in your interpersonal skills. So one thing to note at the outset is that any collegiate program you go through is going to require a communications class as a prereq. So you are not alone. College students across the country are all taking communication classes. And actually you lucked out because you either have to take a public speaking class, you can take interpersonal, which is what we're doing. You can do a survey class. It's like COM 100 that gives you little pictures of each primary field in communication. And then from there, you move on to more focused work. And I really like that Brian chose interpersonal because it's the most applicable to what you're doing. It is going to help you improve in your professional life, interacting with coworkers and clients because you have such a diverse audience that you're all going to be working with. And it's also going to bleed over into your personal life a little bit and help you with some of that stuff. So we're going to start the first half of the course just developing a foundation for study for interpersonal. We are going to start with the first assignment, which is a self-assessment, self-concept assignment. If you've ever been through counseling, you know that it's awfully hard to fix anyone else in your life if you don't understand how you communicate. And in fact, we might argue that we can't fix anyone. We can only do the work on ourselves. And oftentimes we have to be the change. So you're going to get through a series of some identity work, figuring out your self-concept, figuring out your communication style, where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, and then starting to apply some theory that sets a foundation for understanding the world in which we live. Now, a note about that assignment is that it's a personal assignment. And I just want to say up front, particularly for anyone who's listening to this recording, that I really don't care about your personal life and I don't need to know any information about your personal life. So if you are uncomfortable at all doing this assignment and using personal details, make something up. I'll never know. And I don't really care. What I'm concerned with is seeing that you understand the concepts and you can apply them. Does that sound fair to you?
Yes.
Okay, thanks for answering me. Yeah, so just again, I do not care about your personal life. I don't need to know any details of your personal life, and I'm not a therapist. So if you start looking at it and you're like, ugh, I don't know if I want to write this stuff down. That's cool. Make something up, do a hypothetical situation. That works for me. I just want to see that you can apply the concepts. You're getting a really good, strong foundation for the course. Now, the second half of the course is going to be more application. So we start building a secure foundation by which we're going to springboard off, and we're going to look at some really fun things like intercultural communication. We're going to look at how we do conflict. We're going to look at the differences in communication during different seasons of life and friendship, and then family and workplace, finishing off with a self-reflection. Okay?
Okay.
So let's move on. Any questions about, it sounds good. Okay. Any questions about the overview of the course?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Great. So let's talk about assignment expectations. So here's what I want from you. I want you to ask questions before you submit the assignment. And even if it means you're going to be late on the assignment, like say the assignment is due on Sunday and you're working on it on Saturday at 10:30, and I'm in bed because I am an early bird, which means I start to tank out like around 7 o'clock. I know I'm getting to be so old, but that's okay. Sleep is good for you. But say that you have a question. So instead of just getting really frustrated and trying to make something up, just pause, ask me your question via text or via Canvas inbox. Let me answer your question, and then you feel real good about what you've submitted. The reason I asked for you to do this is because it cuts out some middle work, because you spend a bunch of time getting frustrated, then you spend a bunch of time trying to figure out what to do, and then I have to write a whole bunch to explain how to do it and why this wasn't quite right. And then you have to write again and you have to resubmit, when I could just talk to you, or I could write you at the outset and explain something. So that's one of my big asks, is that you ask questions before you submit. Also, write the best that you can. For a lot of us, it's been a long time since we had high school English, and who knows how well that went for each of us. Some of you have already taken your English course at Bryan, and some of you haven't. So I'm not looking for your ability to skillfully write. I'm looking to see, do you understand the concepts? Can you apply them? That's what I want to know. So if you are able to write down notes right now, I want to give you a formula for writing that I hope will take the guesswork out of how to answer your assignment questions. This is a more writing intensive course, and it's because we have a lot of opportunities to look at a case study and apply the concepts. So it just works best to do that in writing, because then you actually get to practice the concepts. Communication is the constant process of practicing. It's really not well suited for multiple choice questions or true false answers. So here's the tip for writing the best that you can. Look at the question and see, does it have more than one question within the overall prompt? If it does, that's a clue that you're going to have more than one paragraph. Each question within the prompt is the beginning of your paragraph. You're just going to rephrase it as a topic sentence. So if the question is, what are the assignment expectations? You will rephrase that as, the assignment expectations are. Then, after you've said the concept, assignment expectations, you're going to define the concept. Assignment expectations means the writing that you want us to do in this course, or how you want us to submit, or something like that. Another idea is, what is interpersonal communication? You would say interpersonal communication is, and then you define it. It is the communication between two people. Almost, well, not almost, every single one of your short answer assignments is going to ask for examples. Then you're going to give a specific example of that concept being enacted. And then you're going to write just one more sentence to say, this shows the use of interpersonal communication because A happened to be. And that's it. So look to see how many questions are in the prompt. That will tell you how many paragraphs you're going to have. Use each question as your topic sentence. Define the concept you're providing. Give an example, and then just write another little sentence to tidy it up. And that will easily help you answer these questions, and it will help you meet the word count. We just give word count because we have some idea, having gone before you in school, of what it will take to answer these questions, and that gives you an idea. So do you have any questions about that?
No.
Yeah, okay, good. I'm sensing a no. So that being said, we have a study guide for every single assignment except the first one. So the first one is all you, but every single one that comes afterwards, click on the study guide, because there's a list of concepts that go for each question that you can choose from. And a lot of the questions are going to say, in your opinion, and that's because you can really choose any concept you want to. So just choose a concept, define it, and make a case for it, and you won't be wrong. I want to see concept, understanding, and application. So use that study guide. Also, you can resubmit for mastery. You can do that as many times as you want to, and I want you to, because that is something so unique to Bryan. I don't know any other institutions that allow you to do that. You can graduate from this school with a 4.0. You just can, and that's amazing. And that speaks very highly in multiple ways of your ability as a student and your character. So do it. Now let's talk about LearnIt notes. Take notes for your LearnIts. The set level for LearnIts in this class is higher than you're used to in your other classes. I didn't make that rule. Somebody way above me made that rule. So don't blame the messenger. So make sure you make time for that. The learn-its for the first week are a little bit intense because we cover the first 3 chapters. After that, it's only 2 chapters a week. And we have some weeks where there are no writing assignments. So you just get to focus on doing the learn-its and yellow dig and resubmitting for mastery. Let's talk about the late policy. This is on the syllabus also. I'm a pretty big stickler for the late policy. All activities due in weeks 1 through 3 cannot extend past the end of week 4. All activities due in weeks 4 through 7 cannot extend past Wednesday of week 8. Little sidebar, I usually let you have until Thursday at midnight of week 8. So do your very, very best to get all that assignment work in. I know life happens, and I know that it can get crazy sometimes. An emergency comes up. I'm not flexible when it comes to major life events, but do your best to make sure you get everything in within those time frames. I think it's reasonable. I think you can do it. And the reason it's that way, you probably already know, but learning is the main thing. And I want you to grow and develop as a communication person within your different fields. And it's impossible to do that and really apply it if you have procrastinated and you do everything for the whole course the last week of the assignment. Can that be done? Sure, you can totally do all these assignments if you cram, but that's not the point. The point is learning and really getting this stuff down so you can practice it in the course and you can practice it in your real life as you're going through the course. So those are the assignment expectations. Any questions about those? No? Okay, good. So I've talked a whole lot about what I want from you. What should you want from me? Well, you should want me to respond to you. So here are my response times. I'll always get back to you within 24 hours, often a lot sooner than that. But if for some reason you don't hear from me within that time frame, please, please, please shoot me another message and let me know that you've been trying to get a hold of me and you need that answer. That's never happened to me, but just in case it does, feel free to do that. But just like you guys, I'm working and I've got kids and a house to take care of and all these other things. So I'm not, unfortunately, just sitting at my computer waiting for the questions to come through. So make sure you use my text and make sure you email me and I'll get back to you within that time frame. Also, Sundays, I really like to have a day of rest, and Sunday works best for me and my family. I encourage all of you to find time in your week to rest. No school, no work, do what rest means to you. If it means working out, work out. Working in your yard, work in your yard. It is really good to rest in a way that is different from what you're doing during the day. So like if your job is a lot of brain work, which for most of you is going to be, except for Rashawn, do something that is non-brain work for while you're resting so that your brain rests, but the rest of your body does something else, and vice versa. If you are a physical trainer and you're doing a lot of intense physical movement, you're on your feet all day, maybe try to engage your brain through rest so that all those systems are getting utilized. But rest is so important, keeps you healthy. So anybody already have a day of rest that you take? Or a couple hours?
Mine is Sunday.
No, it is Monday.
Yeah, I try to take the weekend or Sunday.
Good.
Mine's usually Sundays too.
Okay, good. I love that. Super positive. Keep it up. Now, yellow dig. Woohoo! Who loves yellow dig? Hi, Tiffany. No worries.
Thank you.
You don't love it? You can't wait to get on it?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. No, not at all.
Yeah, for me, the points are confusing.
Yes, they are. And it's because of it's we switched over to the new yellow dig engage. So hopefully I can explain that for you a little bit better. And I understand how it can feel like a real drag. One more thing to do because you already have your crazy busy life that you're doing on the outside. Why do you need to get on yellow dig and communicate with other people? Well, there's a reason for that. And the reason is that in the online forum for school. It's so great because you get to manage your own time and you get to do things at the pace that you are able to do them. However, you don't get the interaction with your peers that you would if you were going to a campus. So Yellow Dig is a great opportunity for you to network and to develop some relationships and not to feel like you're an island in this school program. Also, in the general education classes, we don't have regular meetings. We're only going to see each other one more time. So Yellow Dig is another way for us to interface and to develop those relationships, because it really is so cool. You might move across the country and end up working at the same place that another person is working at that you know here, or you've developed a relationship with someone and they're like, hey, we actually have a job opening. It's online. You'd be great for this. I can put in a good word for you. Or maybe you're walking in the grocery store one day while you're on vacation on the beach, hint, hint, and you see someone with a BU shirt on. You're like, you went to Bryan? I went to Bryan. When did you graduate? And it's just so cool to connect with people that way. So keep that in mind as you're getting on Yellow Dig. And the, the frustration or the stress, or it's just one more thing that's not lost on me. So I try to do really fun things on Yellow Dig to at least make it worth your while, to make you smile, let you be a little bit creative, and apply these concepts in a way that's sort of out of the box. For example, I'm going to post a broken coffee pot here in a couple days and say, how would you return this item? How would you go to the customer service rep and be other oriented, which is a concept you're going to learn. It's something you've already been doing, but you're going to get a name for it, other oriented. And you're going to say, how would I return this coffee pot? Because you could be really frustrated because you got it out so excited to have coffee on a Saturday morning and you can't because your brand new coffee pot is broken. So just fun things like that. I think you're really going to enjoy it. I encourage you to post twice a week, and I put stuff on there 2 to 3 times a week. I have the Monday Spark that I'll do, and then I usually do a Super Saturday post and something in between. So you don't have to just come up with anything to talk about. Try to err on the side of not posting videos unless you just really, really love them and you think it's super important. Because the reality of someone else watching your video besides you to get the points is pretty small, because we all already have things that we're doing all day long. It's hard to find extra time to watch a video. So does that maybe ease your mind a little bit about the actual act?
A tad
Yes.
bit.
A little bit? Okay.
A little bit.
Okay. Well, if not that, then here's this. It's worth 20% of your grade. This class is 1,000 points. So it should be the easiest 200 points that you can get. If you have trouble making time for Yellow Dig, make a timer for yourself and say, I'm going to get on there on Wednesday for 10 minutes. I'm going to focus on Yellow Dig. And when that 10 minutes is up, I'm out of there. So now here's how the new points work. Each week you have a goal of 1,000 points. That is recalibrated in the grade book for you to reflect point totals based on earning 200 points in the class. So basically you should just keep typing until you see that magic screen come up that says you've earned all your points for the week, and then you're done. Now, of course, I would love for you to still participate after that, but just to check it off your list, do that. A new post is only 40 words. It's 225 points, which is why I say go ahead and make multiple posts. Comments are 20 words, 125 points. You can get a comment on your post from another student or from me. You can receive a reaction to your post for 30 points, which is like a smiley face or something like that. And then the accolades are something that only I can reward for, sharing something interesting or just really doing an amazing job as much as possible, especially if you respond directly to a Spark or to something I've posted. I'm going to give you 150 points as an accolade. So I try to make it not difficult to earn these points and try to make it fun. And it's got to be fun for me too, because otherwise, what are we all doing, right?
Right.
Good. So you all are just so excited now to do Yellow Dig. I can feel the enthusiasm just coming through the screen. I love it. At least I made you laugh.
I do like communicating with the other students. I think, so sorry.
That's
I
okay.
think it's just, I think the points is what like threw me off, because sometimes I feel like I'll get a notification that I received points, but then they'll get deducted. So I guess that's where I'm lost.
I don't know why they would get deducted
I
unless,
feel like maybe if they respond to me, I don't know if that's points. But then if it like resets itself towards the end of the week, I guess I just have to do the whole thing and just make sure that I get my points and not really.
yeah, do the
rely
whole
on
thing and try to get those buffer points, because it recalibrates. So you
Right.
might see it go down and then you'll see it go back up. By the end though, by the end of week 8, you will definitely have all of your points sitting there calibrated correctly.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and if that's ever difficult for any of you or confusing, please reach out to me and I can look and see what's going on. Because my heart for you is learning and a 4.0, because why not? Okay.
Perfect.
So thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for expressing that concern, Tiffany. I really appreciate that. I know it is confusing. So that's pretty much the end of just going through the course expectations, what things are going to look like. Here is my information. It's easily accessible throughout our actual course to find it. Does anyone have any questions before I let you go?
No.
No? Okay.
I'll just watch the video.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. You only need probably the first 30 minutes. And if you already know all these
I like
people,
it like that because it kind of dilute the carbonate when you add more.
okay. Good. So I hope that, so if you already know all these people, Tiffany, we did introductions at the beginning, so you can probably fast forward through that if you want. But otherwise, I think we're good to go. I hope you feel more comfortable with the course. And our next live event is, let's look real quick. It's on August 10th. It's a crash course in public speaking. Don't miss it, because I'm going to teach you how to talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime. So think about all the different audiences in your life, your clients, your bosses, and I'm going to help you feel more confident in that. Okie dokie.
Will we have an assignment where we have to do a recording?
So the final assignment is a reflection. It's an opportunity to practice public speaking, but it's just a video diary that I'm the only one that'll see it, where you answer 3 questions. So it's an opportunity to practice those skills, but you're not being graded on those skills. Just answering the 3 questions and whether or not you do the assignment. In assignment 5, which I'll cover in more detail a little bit later, is the big sort of the capstone of the course, which is an interview assignment. You'll want to plan ahead for that, and you'll get to practice some, but I don't need to see any of the video. You're going to ask the same questions to a friend or about their family, and a coworker about their work, and use concepts from the course to show how family communication is different from workplace communication.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Okay. I just had to ask so I can get myself prepared if we had to do not a face-to-face, but like a video or
no, the last one is a video, but it's just answering 3 questions, and it's short. It really shouldn't be any longer than 3 minutes. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Good. It's not one of those that says it has to be 5 minutes long.
No. Can you imagine if I was going to watch? I mean, I've had some students who just decide to talk and they send like a 16-minute video, which I love to hear what they have to say. But can you imagine if 35 students all submitted 16-minute videos?
Oh, wow.
My poor family, they'd never see me.
You'd be very busy.
Yep, doing dishes, listening to students share, which I'm happy to do, but no, easy for you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for answering my question. That was one of my anxieties of having to speak.
Yeah, I understand. I do.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything else? If not, you're free to go. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming while you're at work. I really, really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, you
Bye,
guys
ladies.
too.
Good day, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.